I'm hungry, I haven't eaten, and it's far too late to eat. It's like 2:30. I ain't eating at no damn 2:30 in the morning, but I am hungry though. I don't know, I changed my mind, I might eat. You see how I did that? That's how my mind changes. Just like that. Flip-flops. It's Friday, August 18th, and I just got Jada to school, and I am headed to work, and then I think I'm headed downtown to get some Lumiere action in. At least that's the plan right now. Got all kinds of shadow action going on. There we go. The issue with playing downtown is they probably won't get a 2-5 game down there. So maybe I'll just play a couple hours downtown, come back up this way, get a workout in, then play 2-5. Because they'll definitely have a 2-5 game either at Hollywood or Ameristar. For sure. I was very Valley girlish. And I still got all kinds of shadow action going. Deal with it. Deal with it. I can't control the sun. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Let's just say we meet again at 4. Does that work for you? 4 o'clock-ish. Don't hold me to that shit. I don't know what's gonna happen. Nothing ever works out like I planned it to work out when I wake up in the morning. As you can see, I'm in the backyard of my house. The last time you saw me, I think I was on my way to work. And the plan was to leave work and go to Lumiere. I left work and was on autopilot. Came home, started editing that long-ass vlog about last Thursday. The one where I'd figured out the secret to poker. Lost track of time. Now I don't know if it's wise to go down to Lumiere, because I'm sure they're gonna have a 2-5 game at Hollywood. Maybe I'll go to Lumiere tomorrow. I say that, but I won't. So I think what I'm gonna do is upload the vlog from last Thursday, then just head to Hollywood. Get up. Fucking gnats. Unless there's something jumping off at Ameristar, then I'm going to Ameristar. I'm going to Ameristar over Hollywood if something's happening at Ameristar. But I don't know what's happening anywhere, because it's only 5:30. I guess I could still go to Lumiere. I'd be there by 6:30? I don't know. I don't never know what I want to do. So after much putzing around the house, I am finally out on the road. I called into, what's that place called? Hollywood. And got on their 1, 2, and 2-5 lists. But I think I'm going to go ahead with my original plan and head down to Lumiere. So I have a little bit of a drive, probably about half an hour or so, and get some Lumiere action. Yeah.
Like we always do with this. Like we always do with this.
Man, I had forgotten how parking at Lumiere kind of sucks. You're in a parking garage, but it's like a tight, windy thing. All right, let's find the elevators, get to the casino, get maybe 3, maybe 4 hours of poker in, probably closer to 3, and then get back on the road. So I really don't want to be driving home in the dead of night from this bitch. I feel fine down here, but I know some people don't think Lumiere is the safest place. Fine for me though.
Going up.
It ain't all good right now. That's for damn sure. Alright, so let's talk about my bust out hand at Lumiere. I'm pretty sure I have this hand recorded, but this was probably one of the weirdest, like, I don't even know what to say about this hand. Here's how it goes. We have Uber Donk, who looks like he's wild and aggressive, but he's just kind of passive and clueless. So he's under the gun, he makes it 15 in seat 10. I call in seat 2 with King Queen offsuit. Super tight OMC in seat 3 calls as well, and I think somebody else in the field calls, and we see the flop 3 or 4 ways. The flop comes King of Hearts, 10 of Hearts, 6 of Diamonds. Original Razor bets $10, which makes 0 sense. He bets $10, I make it 40. To my shock and awe, Super OMC calls the 40, and the Original Razor quickly calls the 40. Or I'm thinking I'm probably ahead a lot of the times here. I mean, Ace King isn't gonna bet $10 there. OMC could definitely have Ace King though. But most of the time I put both of them on draws. Maybe one of them has pocket queens, maybe there's some King Jacks out there. Maybe somebody has the same hand as I do. So we see a turn. The turn is an offsuit 5. I'm gonna say it was like the 5 of spades. Original Razor checks. I check, planning on check raising most bets here. Super OMC bets 45. Original Razor just calls. I tank, make it 125. Super OMC goes into the tank, looks at his stack. He's got 150 left. Eventually he puts it in. It gets back to the Original Razor, who the betting action is open now for him. He could shove, he has 200 left. He decides to just call. Action's closed for me, I could do nothing but just call, so I call. There was a 2 on the flop because the river was the 6. No flush comes in, really no plausible straight draw, unless you had like 4-3 or 4-5 of hearts comes in. And now the Original Razor moves in, which looks to me like a missed flush draw. But why would he shove a missed flush draw knowing that OMC is already in? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Unless he rivered a set, like nothing made sense. I didn't know how I could be ahead, but I only had like $50 left, and I was beating so many other hands that I called. And the Original Razor turned over 2 red aces. Made no sense to me, but that was my bust out hand.
You played his aces good.
Have a good night, sir. Well, that could have went better. So as you can tell, I'm leaving Lumiere. A quicker exit than I would have expected. Unfortunately, I ran into some, how should we say, really strangely played hands. I do the same thing every time I come down to Lumiere. I hear about how crazy it is, how the people play nuts, and then I sit down expecting nuttiness, and I don't. For the most part, the people aren't that nutty. It's just not what it used to be like 10 years ago. My table was pretty ABC. Unfortunately, I ran into a couple hands with the people that weren't ABC, that were more like GKW, and that didn't end well for me. So the result of my trip to Lumiere, down 500. What are you gonna do? Do you think I'm gonna cry about that? Do you think I'm gonna start crying? It is hot out here though. It's not tears, it's just like humidity. I know you can't see me. That's all right, cause I'm here. You ain't gotta see me all the damn time. So I just got off the phone with Hollywood. They have a 2-5 list, but they have no game. Word on the street is there's a concert at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater tonight. So I'm gonna head to Hollywood. So off to Hollywood we go, whether you can see me or not. I'm driving. All you gotta do is ride. Guess where we are? You know where I'm at. I told you where I was coming. Back at Hollywood. I'm gonna put Lumiere behind us, and we are going to see what is going on Friday night here in Maryland Heights. So on the way here, it looked like a concert was letting out. But I mean, it just let out. There was like crazy traffic. So I might have timed things just perfectly. I'm on the list, so we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, something just let out. Because there are people everywhere. But people everywhere doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be a good game in the poker room. It just means there's people everywhere. So remember how I told you that I'd figured out the secret to poker? It works. I'm telling you it works. So I'm driving back from Lumiere, and I called my buddy Mark on the phone to talk about that crazy hand where the guy had aces. That was probably the weirdest hand of poker I've played, if not ever, then definitely in a long time. So I'm bitching about that hand. I'm just kind of complaining overall about how I ran at Lumiere in general. Then I get to Hollywood. First hand at the table at Hollywood, double up. What? Exactly. So my first hand at a new table at Hollywood, I look down at King Jack offsuit. The big blind makes it 12. I call, and it folds around to the button, who also calls. The small blind calls, and the big blind decides to fold. The flop, ace of spades, queen of diamonds, 7 of clubs. I have a gut shot. That's pretty much all I have going on. The small blind leads for 10, and myself and the button both call. The turns, the deuce of diamonds, putting 2 diamonds on the board, it checks through. The river is a great card for me. I hit my gut shot, and it also gives me the nuts, an ace-high straight. The small blind decides to check here. I bet pretty small at $25. The button pretty quickly calls, and the small blind tank min bets to 50. I look at the board, I know I have the absolute nuts, and I'm trying to figure out how much to raise here. I think minimum the small blind has 2 pair. I've played with him before. He thinks I'm a wild man, so I decide to go for gold and just put it all in. The button quickly gets out the way, and the small blind snap calls me with 2 pair, and I double up. Poker gods. They know I know the secret. But I doubled up, and then I had to get up from the table for a second, so I've only played 1 hand at that table.
American dreams.
night ain't even close to over, and it's been a wild night already. Let's just call it an unconventional game at Lumiere. That doesn't work out so well. So I come back to Hollywood and run like God. That's what I do. That's what I do. I just run like God here. I'm not missing a damn thing. Unfortunately, I'm not recording a lot of hands because my phone is almost dead. My table's good, I'm running good, I'm feeling good, and I don't know why I'm wasting time talking to this camera. I need to be back in there. So I took my hoodie off because there was some sort of security concern here in the casino earlier, and they kind of shut everything down for a while. I have a feeling they turned off the air conditioner because it's hot as hell in here. But I was sweating my ass off with that hoodie on.
Dreams.
So I am still here at Hollywood, but the country folk from the Lady Antebellum concert that was tonight are starting to die down. They're starting to go home. They're starting to sober up. The action's dying a little bit. Not necessarily because of the country folk, but just because it's getting late. And that might be my cue to get out of here as well. No need to stay here all damn night and then waste tomorrow when I got things to do tomorrow. Like pull weeds. So I'm gonna be getting out of here sooner than later. Before I leave though, I wanna give a shout out to Ernie from Fairview Heights. Is that where you're from? Came into Hollywood today, told me he watched the vlogs and he's liking them. So, cool guy. Hope you're doing all right in there, Ernie. You doing all right? Looked like you were doing okay. Looked like you were up a little bit. I don't know what you're in for, but it looked like you had more than 300 in front of you. So that's a good thing, right?
Like we always do with this. Like we always do with this. Like we always do with this. Like we always do with this.
Oh, poker, you funny, funny game. So we had quite the interesting night tonight. Drove back here and did pretty well. So was the trip back to Hollywood worth it? I'd say so. Not only did I get to meet a guy that likes the vlog and enjoys watching it, whom I enjoyed meeting, but I got to run roughshod all over that damn table. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. So the results for this Friday night session, down 500 at Lumiere, bought in for 300 here at Hollywood, and cashed out at 1551. So I was up 1251 here, minus the 500 from Lumiere, so up 751. Is that right? Hold on, let me check my arithmetic. 1551 minus 500 minus 300. 751. That's just how we have to do it sometimes. Sometimes you got to come around the back. You can't just go right in. You understand? Everybody just wants to go right in and just win the money. Sometimes you gotta not do that, even if you want to, because that's what I want to do. Anyway, it all worked out. All worked out in the end. Not that the individual results for any individual day really matter that much, but you still want to win on all the days. You don't want to lose on all the days. That wouldn't be fun. That's not something that you come out to do. You want to win on all the days. And I've been winning on a lot of my days. You know what, I still haven't even looked at the numbers for the MacBook. Like, I know I need $2,600. I have no clue at all where I'm at this month. None. And I track it all on my phone. Like, it take 3 seconds. I'll do it in the morning. I gotta get home, it's late. So with that, it's gonna bring this session of Friday Night Poker to an end. So like always, thanks for watching. If you're liking the vlogs, make sure you hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I'll probably respond, or you can email me. I'll respond to those too. And make sure you subscribe. You get a cute little notification that pops up on your phone, and it says, hey, Jaman Burton has done some new shit. Go look at it. And I'll catch you next time. Next time might be tomorrow. I don't see why it wouldn't be tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. It's funny, I love the looks that people give me when I'm talking to the camera. It's one of my favorite things. They think I'm crazy. Their read might not be that far off.